Hello everybody and welcome back to Swan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Stories, the Path of Destinies. It's a pretty interesting indie game made by Spearhead Studios. Seemingly it's a very simple concept. You play as a character, and as you go on in the story you have different choices that you can take, and these choices will influence the story of the game. This might not seem new at all, but actually most of the game that use this sort of choices mechanics during the gameplay is more like the illusion of choice. By what I mean that the whole game will follow a general arc, and taking different choices will make small variation upon this arc, but you will always come back to the main storyline, I would say. In stories, the idea is that you will completely tailor the story arc with the choice that you make. And with every choice that you make, you open a new branch, a new path of sorts, with different choices that will be presented to you, and so on. But it's a pretty short story, and the characters, things that are true in one path will stay true. For instance, actually, on this one, in my last playthrough, I just played one loop of the game just to get the feel of it, and in this game our main character's best friend, who's a rabbit, is actually a traitor, and it is revealed at the end of that first playthrough that I did. So now we'll have to compose with it, knowing that he is indeed a traitor.
Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor.
So we can either be looking for an extremely strong ancient weapon to help the rebellion. Basically the idea is that there is an evil empire, we are a fox called Renato, and basically we have to defeat the empire by joining the rebels, and also we are kind of in love with the empire's daughter, and that's basically the setting. We can do whatever we want with it. We can betray the rebellion, I think, at least. We can, I don't know, we can help them, we can try to destroy the empire, we can do whatever. So this one is the one that I've taken first, but now I think it would be quite nice either find a temple or build a Skyripper, and I think everybody loves a big ass weapon, so let's go with the Skyripper.
Knew about the Skyripper. The transcendent emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Alright, sounds very promising so far. I'm sure we'll be given the choice to, abandon our quests in the middle of it, for love, friendship, any sort of these things. But the art style is very pleasant. It feels really well crafted, and like a lot of attention has went through it, and I must say that was a big surprise. When I first saw the trailer, I wasn't so hyped about it because it kind of looked like just a regular indie game, action adventure type.
As he set foot in the island, Renato
but it's actually very, very engaging. and pretty
Was
cool.
Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was
Alright.
probably drinking champagne with the ravens.
I still have
Did
my
ravens
firebrand.
drink
We have
champagne?
a bunch of swords
Did
that we can
rabbits?
craft and
Renata
upgrade.
felt oddly thirsty.
This one is the one that I crafted in the last playthrough, which is basically a fire sword, but I only got it to open one door, a few doors, because there is some elements kind of Metroid-like, where you can use the sword. Ooh, it's good material.
Could he stick with it?
You can use the sword that you've created to open doors that otherwise would be locked. And since you start with no sword at all, and you actually craft the very first one, you kind of tailor also what sort of secret area will be unlocked to you. And that's just adds a lot of replayability to the mix. Let me try to remember my skills. Ooh, there is. I get my dash, get my grappling hook, get my stuff, and no. Very well. So let's see. I'll try to get my hands on another sword. I think since there are a bunch of secret paths that you can unlock with the swords that you get. I'm sure it's more interesting to get all the swords level 1 and then find the one that you prefer and upgrade that one.
That ought to be enough for a proper sword, he thought.
I'm starting to have quite a lot of ore, actually, and I think that clue was that I nearly have had enough for another sword. Let's see. Yes, I think I have. What can I make? Ooh, I can upgrade my hero swords. That's not what I want to do. I want to go for the void blade. Well, this one is pretty cheap to upgrade. And I'm gonna need quite a lot of more wind essence for this one. You know what? This one costs 1 wind essence to upgrade. Yeah, I think that's worth it.
His trusty old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
And this completely changed the look. Oh, that's awesome. And I can heal with it, if I understood correctly. Yes, it's nice. And the combat system is pretty cool. Really relies heavily on combos and counters, and somehow it kind of feels like
His hook didn't break.
Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. It's very interesting. It's very cool. And these guys are like small sentries, and you just have to sneak behind them and slice them in half. There we go. So yeah, the characters, the different enemy types is actually very well made, I think. Very interesting. A lot of different style and different weaknesses. Well, not a lot, because I haven't encountered that many actually for the moment. But you get like basic grunts, and you get like magic enemies that are just trying to avoid you, and you have to make sure that you get them. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It was just this. And you get also like these small sentries that you have to sneak behind and get. Nope, didn't see me. And as you can see, like one of these doors is the door that you can open with swords. And this one I think is the Void Blade, but I don't have it yet. I really want to get my hands on all these swords so that I can really enjoy full length of the game.
Who had built this castle, did they
You
even
can even
know
that
what
monstrous weapon lay behind
hidden within their
within that
walls?
wall.
The
Yeah.
Skyripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
Somehow I feel like such power is not gonna lead to good ends. What's this? Ooh. Leveling up altar. Alright, ooh, and now actually I see. So I actually upgrade a new, I didn't realize this, but you unlock new tiers for the skill tree by finishing the game and unlocking new truth, as they're called. That's pretty cool. True Sword Fu, attack enemy at any distance, auto-activate when reaching a certain combo threshold. Okay, that sounds cool. I'm gonna have this one. Dash through enemy, no. Shield hooking. Hooking a shield-wielding enemy will repair the shield, leaving them vulnerable. That's very good. The shield enemies are the worst because you have, in order to unarm them, you have to throw an enemy at them so that they will lose the shield. Alright, this one is with this sword. So that's good. This actually is one of the first sword that you get actually during the tutorial when they're teaching you how to craft stuff.
Way to break the ice. Or
And this one is
it he was a friend.
This one is the ice sword. I don't have any ice crystal, I think. Alright, there we go. There we go. Shit. Actually, you can counter by aiming toward the direction of the enemy that is charging you, and then the counter auto happens. You would think that it's very easy, and for the first fight, it is actually pretty tough.
Renato wondered where he could find a snack. He was feeling a bit peckish.
And somehow it's very satisfying to just chain huge combos. Ooh. I love this healing option. It's actually pretty cool. I just wish, but I was gonna say I just wish that I would find more treasures everywhere, but actually it's alright that it's quite rare. Keeps you excited whenever you find them. Alright, so this is... ooh, what's this? The truth behind the Skyripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Skyripper to banish Iblis. Then the the Transcendent Emperor, buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence, or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My ritual will summon the Iblis stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Insengrin 3, Secret Journal. Alright.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
So I guess there is some sort of Faustian idea to the weapon, meaning that you will have to pay a very steep price in order to wield it properly, or to do the right thing with it. Let's see. Boom, boom. 2 down.
The eyes have had it.
Alright, there we go. So I'm sure I'll have to pay something if I want to use this weapon. Maybe my soul. Maybe, I don't know, some innocence life. The writing is also great because, in my opinion, it's not that much readable. Well, you can tell, you know, you can feel like something bad's gonna happen, or there's something weird going on. But I must say that having Lapino being actually a bad guy, shit, nope. Lapino, our like oldest buddy, being an evil dude in the end, was actually pretty surprising. And yeah, I didn't really see that one coming. Oops. Yeah, I didn't really see that one coming, and I think that proves that the writing is pretty fresh and pretty interesting. But I guess that's also one of the great things about having such branching path for the story, is that since you have to make a lot of different ends and evolutions, it kind of forces you to innovate and create new things, which I think is absolutely awesome. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed our time with Stories Path of Destiny. That's it for today. If you like the show, don't hesitate to like, comment, or subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook or Twitter at Swan Plays, and I'll see you all in the next video. In the meantime, please take care. Love you all. Bye bye.